Hello everybody, Flying Scotsman 4472, back again with another video, and today is the first in a round of custom videos on this very, very poorly made set, but that's fine because I had to assemble this in about the span of 10 seconds. But that's because it's not about these, it's not about that, it's not about this, it's about that thing right there. So let's look at this. This is my... There we go. This is my custom of SS Rockstar from Thomas & Friends. Also, technically SS Vienna and the Duchess, but painted in the SS Rockstar theme. This is a ship that was seen back from seasons, I believe, either 8 through 12 or 6 through 12 of Thomas & Friends. It was the repainted Tugs model used in Tugs that was used to be SS Vienna, the Duchess, and the Princess Alice. Except they repainted it into the SS Rockstar. This model was made... I decided to make this model as a 3D piece for my dock set, as I wanted something that I could also have going away. Like, I could point it this way and it would still look good. That's why I didn't do a 2D cutout, because I wanted it to have some dimension. Is it to scale with the Thomas & Friends model? I mean, not really. Definitely way too big. Or definitely way too small, but I don't really care because I still think it looks good. This is a pretty nice model in my opinion. This is my first custom model. I did it all hand painted using acrylic paints. There are a few spots where it's you can still see the cardboard. I didn't paint down the funnels because, I mean, you're going to be seeing it from like this angle most of the time, so it's like you're not even going to see the inside of the funnels, but on this side there's like a few areas that you can tell. There's like lips here, there's cardboard in there, but I mean, it's not that visible, and it's really nice. Like, it still looks pretty good. It's mostly visible from this side, but whatever. But yeah, so this was made out of cardboard and masking tape. The masks are pieces of wood that I got from Balloons a while back, which look really nice, in my opinion. I didn't go overly detailed with this because it's just a background piece, because in the real model it has like wires and there's like poles right here, there's hand railings, and it's just, it's really, really detailed because Tugs and the modelers of the TV show. Since this was my first model, I didn't really want to go too detailed with it, but it still looks good, and it is pretty big. I mean, it's not a tiny thing. It's a pretty big boat. It's a pretty big custom model, but I really like it. And I put like the black here for the windows. On the front too, I have these little things that stick out here that are like for the captain or whatever when he goes out to the side. Windows on this side too. But yeah, and now we are gonna now here are some shots of it back during when I was being created. I'm gonna show like 4 or 5, maybe 6 shots of it being created, and then we'll be back with the comparison of the old version of this that I made back like 2 years ago. And then we're going to take a look at it compared to a Tugs Ertl model to show you the like true scale it probably is. Either way, let's look at that. Alright guys, we're back with the model. Isn't it just gorgeous? This is the wrong model. This is actually the old model. If you guys remember this from my YouTube channel years ago, this was the old model of SS Rockstar I built out of a cardboard box that was already black, so the hole was already black. And then all the white parts were just paper taped on top. The black was just crayon, and then the funnels were like this. It got put in a box, which is why it's all crushed and warped, which is why I made this. Also just to improve upon this design, and I think I improved upon it. Not only is this one way sturdier compared to... It just looks so much better. I mean, you don't got all that tape that's like shiny in one area but then matte in this area, and it's just... it's not very pleasant, and I don't think anyone likes that. So yeah, this is a wasteful model, and my new model is actually slightly longer. And it's also really tall, so stay out. Either way, now we're going to compare it to my Ertl 10 cents, because this is the boat that's mostly going to be pulling it in my series when this is seen in Season 2, which will be coming out eventually. So, here we go. As you can see, it's kind of to scale. It's like halfway between this scale and then the Thomas scale. Now, if you were to lift it up a bit, like say that the water line was about right here, which is where it would actually be in the show, then 10 cents is a bit more to scale. But since the water line's way bigger on this model for some reason with the way I built it, he's all the way down here. So, I mean, it doesn't look that accurate, but, I mean, you can get away with it. You can get away with him pulling it. I mean, whatever. These Ertl Tugs models aren't even accurate to this scale, and yet people use them with these all the time, so whatever. It looks cool. I like it. But yeah, this was just the first custom model in a string of probably a few more custom model videos that I'm going to do in the future. I have one custom model that's already done. I have plans for many more custom models, so you'll probably be seeing a few more customs on my channel, but they're very much Master of the Lemon style. They're made out of cardboard. They're cheap because I do not have money, because Thomas Wooden Railway is freaking expensive, and yeah. So, I'm going to be making lots of customs for Season 2 of my series. This one and one of them is already made. I'll be showing off those ones next week, but this was the one for this week. The SS Rockstar. And I know before all you asked, do I plan to make an SS Vienna, because that also appeared in Thomas & Friends? No. I do not plan to make an SS Vienna. The reason why is because this is not accurate scaled, and I would rather make an accurate scaled one of these again before I were to make an SS Vienna, because I do plan to make an accurate scaled one eventually, that's the actually like accurate scale to this thing, because this is not accurate to scale. But I do plan to do that eventually, just not right now. Either way, this is the showcase video for the Tugs / Thomas & Friends SS Vienna / SS Rockstar. Thank you for watching, everybody. Flying Scotsman 4472, signing out.